Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you guys had a great holidays and everything like that. We're still in the thick of things. We're getting back into it. Um, right now, we are actually going to price those markets we pulled last week. So I have Pete and Praveer on today. I also brought Bernardo, one of my assistants, on. He's actually going to price the market, so it's going to be a good time. Wanted you guys to know. So spots are filling up fast right now for Land Investor. So definitely come on here, click this link, go in here, landinvestor.co/apply. Sumner's only taking 15 people per month, and I think January is almost booked out. So they're already starting to book for February. So make sure you go in there. Also, too, Land Insights. Let me share my screen. So Land Insights still is taking people for the wait list. Let's see right here. So you go landinsights.com, you click get started, and then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and sign up, and you get this free 7-figure market selection tool, which is this awesome right here. This shows you the basics to 7 figures of marketing. So all these modules come free just by dropping your email right here. That's it. You'll get that added automatically. So definitely do that. So here we are today. I'm going to bring on, so let's add Pete.
Merry Christmas.
Here, and Bernardo. Cool. So, guys, excited to have you guys here today. This is going to be a fun one. So we're going to pick one of the markets that we picked last week, and Bernardo is going to show off his skills of pricing. I taught him how to do it. Basically, showed him a couple looms, and the guy just completely took my job. I mean, I don't know. He's too good.
I'm jealous.
So,
you're overestimating me.
Yeah, he crushes it, man, every single time. I started off in 10 hours, I would give him 2-3 markets to do. And he's like, I need more. And he absolutely just crushes it. So, yeah, he's awesome. All right, so let's, guys, tell me a little bit about what you guys did last week. And after we gave you the data, what happened?
Yeah, not a ton, honestly, because of the holidays, but we did go through it. I actually sent it to a VA just to scrub, mostly to test out this VA and play with it. I don't know if we'll use her results or not, but I figure, this is a good time to kind of check out their skills and see what they come up with. So, we kind of went through it and played with it, but honestly, we haven't done a ton with it because I figured next step is pricing. So,
Sure. Okay.
We did deliberate on that quite a bit, though. What can we do? And then we were like, we're going to probably do something that's you're going to say, oh, no, not like that. Do it differently. So, and it's okay.
All right. So it looks like I gave you, did I give you 4 counties or 3 counties last week? I thought I gave you
3 in North Carolina plus 1 in Gilchrist in Florida.
Okay, perfect. Which of these counties do you want to do first? You want to do South Carolina or Spartanburg or Anderson?
Maybe because we do want to kick off mailing, as soon as possible. So maybe if there's one that has more, I know one of them we didn't filter as much. So I think it has a lot more records than others, but I don't know what the end result might be. So
well, Bernardo's going to filter right now. He's gonna show us how we do our filtering. This will probably skinny this down. This is Anderson County. Right now this is the one that was big. Okay, that was the one that was messed up. That had everything from the 0.1s and everything like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So let's do Spartanburg. Spartanburg, I think there was 3,000 or so.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and he'll skinny this down. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is the one that has that.
Oh yeah, that one has 7,000. Anderson had about 5,000, I think. Yep. And then let's just check the other one real quick.
All right, let me just do this.
Oh yeah, no, the real big one, 17,000 records was York. So probably Spartanburg or Anderson are good ones to start with.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna set this up for Bernardo real quick. Let's see. All right. So I'm just copying over the sheet right now. What's up, Michael? How you doing, brother? This is Anderson County. All right, Bernardo, you should be able to see it now.
Give me 1 second. Let me just open it up here.
Yep. And you're going to do the same thing. Bernardo, you should be able to clear screen and all that stuff and present. So.
Give me 1 sec here.
Yep.
Let me just. You want me to present my screen now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Dennis, while Bernardo's getting set up, what's the first couple steps of order operation? I guess we're going to go through that, but at what point do you scrub the list for, like, I don't know, mailing addresses in Hong Kong or duplicates, things like that, where you kind of just do the basic cleanup?
So right in the beginning, so what we're first going to do, and I'll show you, I think I sent you our SOPs and all that stuff on how we do it.
Yes.
All right, so pricing, once we pull the list, we're opening it, we're bringing it in, we go to, Bernardo's going to show you add backstops. We pull out anything that's like a church and stuff like that, any state-owned, any churches, all that stuff.
Got it.
And then next step, we go on, we'll pull out like anything that somebody owns more than 4 lots. We pull those out, put them on a separate sheet. That's like a whole different mailer you could send out. Those are people that own portfolios and stuff like that. They usually don't respond too well to a blind offer. So I pull them out and I'm going to put them on a separate mailing list completely, right? I'll send them a more neutral letter or, go through the portfolios themselves and pick them out and send them specifically. So we pull them out. The data is still there. We just don't mail it yet.
Got it.
And then we pull out, we check for anybody that has duplicate owners, duplicate mail addresses, stuff like that. And then we pull the Redfin data.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so he'll go through all that stuff.
Actually, I'm ready. It's just that I'm having trouble with sharing my screen, getting error here. So
Okay.
It's
not letting you present?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
16 seconds. I'm not sure what's happening, but the permission is already allowed here on my end.
Yeah. All right. Let me keep trying. Let me start the process, and then let me know if you got it. I think he left us for a minute. All right, so here's what we do. Let's start this. Cool. So, Bernardo County pricing. Here's Anderson County. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take county pricing. I'm going to create. I just had Michelle create a new one. Let me see if she changed it. No, she didn't change it yet. What's up, Josh? I guess she didn't change it today. I thought she had changed it. That's okay. All right, so we're going to go with this one. So Here we have all our stuff from Anderson County. We're going to copy this over. I'm going to drop it right into here. That's all right. Let's just paste it. All right. It's a lot of data, so it's taking a minute. All right, so here we go. So first thing we're going to do is all our data right here. So we do is we import this into the raw section. And all right, so once we go into the raw section, I'll open up our SOPs too, so I can show you guys exactly how we do it. Anderson County. Drive. Cool. So we set this up so it's like click by click, right? So once we did all this, we're going to go through here. First thing I always do is this. I had these backstops. So backstops are basically just checks for me. So I'm going to click random lines throughout this whole entire sheet. And I'm just going to highlight them red. I only do this just in case something gets messed up in the data. I could see like where there's an issue pretty quickly. So it's a really good checks and balance I do. And we all do.
It's a good
really
trick.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have known that trick a couple months ago because I screwed up the spreadsheet pretty good.
Yep. I've done it so many times that and I'm like, I got to do something. And this is what I came up with. Is it perfect? Probably not, but it works really well. So I'll go here. I'll take this and I'll just add some red. So basically I do that because like, let's say I just deleted this section. Okay. Well, I'm looking here. This all looks good. This looks good. Okay. I scroll down here and all of a sudden I see something wrong, right? I'd instantly know something's wrong because all this data got jacked up. So it could happen by hitting a sort button or something like that. And that's when you're like, crap, what did I do wrong? So as soon as the data goes in, when it's a raw CSV file, I always do that. That's always like the first thing I do.
Perfect.
So that's in here. So we go there. So we add red backstops. Okay. Again, we go here. Churches, county, states, approval. Okay. So you hit Control F. Put the lid on that. Control F. And we're going to type in church. Okay. So you could have it just select, actually. Look here. Hi, babe. You can, honey. Church. Let me see if I could do search for this sheet. Specific range. Okay, it should highlight anything that's a church in this column. So we'll just scroll through here and I'll just look for them. Any highlights or anything like that. You could do church, you could do, and this is something too, interest of time, I might have you go back and scrub this a little bit more. Look for churches, state, stuff like that, and just get them out of there, basically. Anything like South Carolina, whatever the county is, all that stuff, like scrub them out.
Makes sense.
And sometimes if you hit just church, it'll come up like church street and stuff like that.
Oh, right.
Not really going to help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those you don't want to scrub out. But. All right, so I got rid of those. Okay, so more than 3 properties. So next thing we're going to do, go here, aggregate a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go. We have aggregate a lot. I'm going to go tools, format number. I'm going to change this to a number. Let's see, we just want a number. Let's take out these. We don't need those. Okay, so I'm going to sort this by Z to A. Okay, so all these, see how they have 88 lots? That means this person owns 88 lots. Okay, a lot of times you'll see like South Carolina, all that stuff here as well. It tends to scrub a lot of those out. Perfect. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to start scrubbing all this stuff out. I usually keep anything 3 and below. We all got sick for Christmas, so my voice is pretty groggy.
Oh, yeah, feeling better?
Great. Still on the brink of it. My wife has COVID.
Oh, so, no.
Yeah, it's always fun. All right, so I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to drop this into this tab right here. And that's data we could use anytime later on. Okay, so then I'll take these since I already have them. I don't need them. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to delete these. I don't need them.
Got it.
Hey, Bernardo, were you able to share or not yet?
Yeah, I think I can.
You can share now? Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so let's do this. I'll do up until the 5 to 60 if you want to start getting the Redfin data and
Sure.
Start pulling all that stuff. And this way you could go back and just show everybody how you pulled the Redfin data.
Understood.
All right, so copy all that, moved it, we deleted those. Okay, move to the next step. All right, so now we're going to move rows with land, 4.75, 260 acres. Is that pretty much what you guys are going to be mailing, the 4.5 to 60?
That sounds perfect.
Okay. Number. Okay. So I format that to a number. I'm going to sort A to Z. And then I'm going to take everything that's 4.5, 4.75 to 60. And I'll go like a little bit bigger. You know,
yeah,
skinny.
We don't mind going bigger. We can even go to 80. Any thoughts on that, Pravir?
No, there's no reason why not.
Yeah, we just don't see a high response rate in the larger parcel sizes. Most of our response rates are between the 5s when we're mailing them, is 5s and 40s. So we just kind of mail a couple 60s as just like, let's see what happens.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. It's like, if it's an extra 200 parcels you don't mail, that's a little money in your pocket.
Yeah, right.
All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to go drop this in 5 to 60 acres priced. Take this out. Cool. Copy. And I'm going to just drop that here. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. Sorry. So I'm only going to select this stuff right here. So since I stopped doing this, they changed the sheets and I kind of forgot how to do it. Bernardo and Michelle crafted their own way.
They're putting you out of a job.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. As long as they're successful, right? That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right here. What's up, Aaron? How we doing, bro? All right, so we're going to view. I'm going to freeze this top row. Okay, so now let's go back into the SOPs. All right. Move to acres price tab. Okay. We got to do that. So we do that. Move duplicates. So we go to this. We're going to go to this cells. Select all format. We're going to go to data cleanup. Remove duplicates. Now, data has header rows. I'm not doing select all. We're only going to be doing owners. Where is it? Owner address. Owner's mail address right here. Because there could be the same last name. There could be a lot of the same stuff. I only care about the mail address. So we're going to remove duplicates. So 3,000 unique rows remain. Perfect. All right. So you have 3,000 parcels in this county you're going to mail.
Nice.
All right. So then go here. APN owner first, last mail address. So we're going to select the data. This goes up until acreage. Until acreage. So let's go here to here. And then remove this stuff. Copy. Paste. Okay. And then legal lat long. Yeah. Do we need that? Yep. Okay. Copy. Oh, ah, dang it. Okay, cool. So we did that. So we're just going to drop all this information here. So we create multiple sheets, and then what we do later on, when we go to do a mail merge, we actually have some of our SOPs here for mail merge uploading.
Okay.
RPM right here. So that's how you do the mail merge. And what we do is we pull out just the data we need, put it into a separate sheet, and then that's that. So.
And then that gets sent off to Rocket Mail.
Yep, that gets sent out to Rocket.
Rocket Print.
All right. Yeah. All right, Bernard, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Gotta do your thing, my man.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Let's see this man go crazy.
So basically, I downloaded already the data for Anderson, but just for the sake of the video, I can show you how I got the information. 1 second. My mouse is acting up.
Yeah, just show him real quick how you got it, and then how you just put it in there. You don't have to go into fine detail in the interest
So
of
I go
time.
to Redfin, then I search for the country. Then we just go to filters, land 1 year. And then normally we get 5 acres, but sometimes we get 2 acres and above, depends on the request of Dennis. So just hit that and then scroll down. At the bottom part, you'll be able to see download all. So once you got that, I go to the sheet again. Then you just do everything. So just import. Upload. Then for data. So we got that. What we need from this data is only the address up to the price. So we're gonna move that here. Okay. So I'm just gonna delete the second part because. Okay. So just paste it here. Then we're gonna get the lot size and the URL. Sure. percentages. So once we have this information, we will be able to see the averages, the minimum and the maximum. So just highlight those two. There we go. So we were able to. We can now see the averages for each acre. So 4 to 10 acres, we got 20K. So we're gonna sort this out. The price. Just gonna change it the format to price and acreage. So this is good, but just to make sure. There we go. Then we highlight this. Then to sort it out from smallest acres up to the largest. There we go. So now we can see. So now what we're gonna do is. So first thing I do is
Bernardo, it looks like you froze the panes to.
blanks. So in order to do that,
Can you hear me?
so we can manually delete it, or
Hey, what do you do?
also. So just do it filter. Okay. So this is the easiest way to remove all of the blanks that doesn't have any details. And remove the filter.
Yes,
Now
Bernardo,
have
this is
all
one of the
the
things that
information without- Okay, 1 second.
this is
Now
one of the
what
things,
we're
Bernardo,
doing is
we're gonna edit now.
well,
I don't
we
think it is.
can. What I do here, let's just move this. We're gonna do some spaces so we can price it out later. And
Hey, Bernardo, can you hear us?
so good thing there's a lot of data, because sometimes there isn't enough data to get the averages, so it's gonna be tough to price it out.
Hey, Bernardo.
40.
Hang on. I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah,
Go
let's
in
try
here.
So
in case he could hear me. Not you guys. But doesn't look like.
okay. So we only price out up to 60 acres, but you can see the information over here. So we're not gonna do anything to this information, only the parts. 1 second.
Trying to
So
communicate.
what we do here, in order to,
Pretty
since
cool.
we're gonna remove the outliers here on each acres and on each ranges of acres, what we're gonna do is we create
Hey, Bernardo, can you
filters.
hear us?
He's in the zone.
I know.
Exactly.
Going
He's
for it.
Then
he's
we can
focused. Awesome.
A to Z. So now we can see the
Make
lowest,
it a little bigger. Make the
the
text a little
outliers.
bigger.
So we
That's
have
how we found it.
735 is the highest, and then 35K is the lowest. No, I can't hear you. Sorry, I'm not sure what I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Can you hear us
Technical
now?
difficulties. Technical difficulties, folks. That's okay. Just check your mic settings.
Let me just stop.
He's in the zone. Let him cook. I know. Let me see if I can mess with it here. The mic settings. Cancellation manager, just my time. I think we'll just let him go for it.
Yeah, that's fine because we can always watch this recording. I think I was mostly following along. I did notice he froze the screens below that table, right? So that when he's
he
doing
left
editing.
He left us. I was like, we could leave. Let me show you what we're actually. So one of the things we're changing here is this screen. So we're going to get rid of this on this page. So I'm having Michelle do is move this to a separate sheet.
Oh, that makes sense.
This way we can manipulate this stuff. Like, because if you try to delete something here, it'll delete this row.
Got it.
So
I think, yeah, I saw he froze it there so that he didn't accidentally do that, right? Is that what he did there?
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, that's good to know for now.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was all laid out here. So if we go pricing, prepping right here, so pricing, downloads the data. Okay, it's there. All right, there you go.
Perfect.
Hey Bernardo. Oh, he boogied again. Where'd he go? Stop boogieing, bro. Stop boogieing. We'll just let you go with it. All right, so basically what we're trying to do here is I want to sort these into the ranges. He started doing it. Let me finish. So he was dropping all these ranges. This was, your did he move these down? I didn't move these down. I think that was the issue he was doing. So he would drop different ranges. Here's the 10s, all this stuff. And what we're doing is we're looking at the different data points, and I want to check these parcels and see what they look like when they were sold. Now, if they don't look like a comp that we would do, like if this is bad listing or off-market listing, I'm not going to include it as a comp.
Right.
Right. This looks pretty good. This is how I would list my properties. Probably more pictures, but it's decent enough. Okay, so I'm basically looking in here and I'm checking in this area for like the outliers. So this is a major outlier right here. So I'm going to delete this. Crazy. So I'm looking for anything that's like, why is this one only selling for like this much? This is ridiculous.
Probably off market or something, right?
Exactly. So I'll just delete it, right? Why is this selling for 47,000? Delete it. So we're going to delete off all
Probably
these
a deal
things.
you picked up, Dennis.
What's that?
That was probably a deal you picked up.
I know, right? I wish. So we'll go through these and kind of like pick out the good ones, the bad ones. And that's pretty much it. Hey, Bernardo, if you want to go with it, you could do it. We hear you. You just might not be able to hear us back. So just keep an eye on the private chat and stuff like that.
1 second.
All right. So I'm going to filter out some of these ones that are kind of crazy. I'm going to check like this one. Why did this sell for us so much? It looks like this one's got a house on it, acreage, all that stuff. It didn't sell for an outlandish amount compared to the other ones.
Right.
It is still higher. What it does is like you have a lower one and you have a higher one. So your average is probably around 10. So you got 50 to 60. 50 to 60 is about Your average is 8,900. So if I were to delete this one or one of these, that'll drive that down.
Got it.
All right, so do the same thing here. So like this one is a total outlier. Actually, we don't even have anything in this range. So I could just delete all these.
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Because we're not mailing to that acreage range, right?
Yeah, so no point in wasting the time doing that. Obviously, this is an outlier, 44 million. Now, sometimes the stuff like just imported wrong, so like I'll look at it and just see like what it actually sold for. This is an off-market deal.
Okay.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't trust off-market. 44 million. Yeah. Come on, man. I wish.
Somebody trying to get a tax break or something.
Yeah, right. So we'll delete that one. We'll delete this. Like I just automatically delete. Like Mike Bull does the same thing. He just takes like the basically top 10% and the bottom 10% and just deletes it.
Okay. That makes sense. So at the end of the day, at the end of this section, what we're trying to find is kind of a smooth cascade of pricing in each block. A little bit more per acre on the smaller acreage, a little less per acre on the larger acreages, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You want it to kind of be a smooth transition coming down. Obviously, these 50 to 69s are selling pretty crazy. They're a lot higher. So we'll have to look at that and wonder why. Hey, Bernardo. That's okay, Bernardo. Don't worry about it. You can't hear. So this is delete. Let's check this guy. This is gorgeous piece of property. Like,
Yeah.
if you pick up something like this, like, good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, boat, everything. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. So if you're wondering why that sold for more, it's pretty easy to tell.
So on something like that, you're going to pull that one out?
Yeah, I'm not going to price the whole county based off of one comp, right? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So same thing with the lower ones. Lily, turn that down. Let's check this. You really want to try to like find like 4 to 5 comps per range, right?
Okay.
That's like ideal. This is a nice piece of property. And it sold relatively quickly, considering the size. So it might not be bad to keep this one on here. It does
The
skew.
price went down.
Yeah. We sold for a lot less than asking, but it still sold for a lot per acre, right?
Yeah, it sold for a lot per acre. This is an off-market.
Mm-hmm.
Off-market, and it's got a house on it. I'm just going to delete that. So we only have 3 here, but we're still in a pretty good cascade. I might bump the price up. All right, so now we're going to go here. Now, the way this works is some of these that are darker, they're like the higher.
Okay.
I'm going to just take these out.
Got it.
This is a duplicate right here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like 2 properties selling exactly the same price. 550. Let's see. This is probably on the lake. It's a gorgeous piece of property. I mean, I don't like the layout, but
yeah,
they did good pictures and everything like that. But it's a good listing.
It is nice, yeah.
Area. I think it's the area that's why it sold for so much more. It's probably like the certain type of subdivision or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, HOA.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not going to price the whole county based off that one.
Makes sense.
I'll delete it. There's another duplicate right here. So I'll delete one of these. And I'll delete this low guy. It's 18K. This is already subdivided, it looked like.
Yeah.
Track 3. Okay. So they subdivided this out. Okay. July, October, pretty fast, dude. Went pending in like
2 weeks or
20
so.
days. That's crazy.
That is.
It's a good it's high too. I mean, it's way higher than anybody else.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take it out, but that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So we're at the 10.
So if you saw something like that in a list you were mailing, would that kind of would you think about, maybe I should look at some bigger acreage to subdivide, or since that thing sold for so high?
Yeah, yeah, I would definitely look at stuff like that. It's hard columns, it sells. I just need to do. Yeah, I think this got messed up. So. Not here, but here. To here. Okay. I deleted that one, but I might put it back in. All right, now this one right here. So we got a 51,000. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this 38. Let's select the rows. 162,000. That's probably a gold mine. Thanks, Bernardo. Okay, so we're at 13. Now you see these are all trading pretty close.
Yeah.
Might have to mess with this a little bit.
Uh-huh.
This is like the most important part of what you're doing. So taking your time to go back and recomp deals. This will get you like 80%. Then you overlay this and then recomp some deals and see if it makes more sense.
Okay. So we probably want to see, based on these numbers in that chart, we probably want to see something like underneath the 13,000, the 20s should be something like maybe 10 or 11, give or take, right? And then the 30s should be maybe 8 or 9 or something like that.
Exactly. If this is like 15, 12, this should be like 9, 8, 6, and down from there.
Got it.
But I mean, maybe in this county, like acreage trade's pretty close per acre. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
you have to look at, So it just really depends. Every county is going to be different.
Right. Okay. Good.
All right. So obviously a lot of like subdivisions going on over here. 3 sides. This is a great property. Look at this. 3 sides of road frontage. And they crammed as many lots in as they can.
Yeah.
Smart. They did pretty good on that. Wonder what they bought it for if they show it. Doesn't say. All right, so this is. All right, let's look at these. So now this is the 8-acre range. Let's get rid of some of these. I'm just going to delete some of these bigger ones here. I'll go up to 29. Delete these. Okay, so let's take this one out, it looks like. Delete cells, shift up. Okay. All right, so we got 14, 12, 7. So this we might want to bring up a little bit. That could be done. Let's see if we got. Let's take out this 3,000. It's 4,000. Let's see what this 4,000 looks like. Vacant land. Sold MLS, price change, probably should. So this sat on the market for a little bit, quite a while. I'm going to take this one off. It's probably a bad property, so. All right, let's check this one. Got some power lines coming through.
Mm.
We get a power line easement.
Mm.
Let's see how long this one took to sell. Hey, it's sold relatively quick, even with the negatives to it, so it's not bad. Let's go back here. So we're at 14, 12, 8. I'm going to delete it. Let's take out this guy. 8900. There's a duplicate right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to delete that.
I'm up to 9,200 now.
Yeah, it's good. So that's a good cascade. So let's look at the 40 to 49s. I don't really have much to delete. I mean, I do have. These are trading. Oh, this is a duplicate right here. 40 to 49s. Okay. And right here, I got a duplicate. To throw.
And if in a case where you're not seeing enough good Redfin comps on this, would you then maybe check LandWatch and see what you see there?
Absolutely. I would take LandWatch. I would take all that stuff into account. If you don't have enough comps. The thing is with LandWatch, though, you don't know when it was sold.
Right.
That's the hardest part with LandWatch and all that stuff. There's nothing that says, like, this was sold a year ago. Their sold data could be, like, 2 to 3 years old.
On the paid version, in the property control center, or whatever it's called, that one you can download and see the years, right? The dates.
Yeah. If you have the paid version, obviously. Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. All right, so pretty good cascade. We might have to mess with some stuff. We'll probably just overlay it and then adjust the pricing because we're gonna kind of feather this in.
Okay.
All right, so we got 5 to 60 acres. Just gonna shoot this down. When you double click it, it just drops it. All right, so here we are. Cool. So everything just kind of transfers over. See over here, 14 to 12. So anything that's on that chart, it's not reading the reference number for this. So I just have to put that in. Let's see. So it's this, copy, paste. Somebody smarter than me came up with those formulas. I thank Michelle and Bernardo for doing that.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right, so it was about 30. This got messed up because one of the rows got deleted. So that's why we got to move it. That's why we're going to mess with that sheet.
Gotcha.
Because it's finicky. If you delete something, it just throws off all your stuff. Oops, one thing. I can't get this.
There's some conditional formatting in there or something?
Yeah, I think there is. delete it. 7219. 7219.63. Yeah, there's something going on. Cool. Great. Again. 7219.63. Haha.
Outsmarted it.
Yep. All right. Then this, they're pretty much trading the same. I'm going to leave that pricing throughout the rest of it
Okay.
because we're gonna mess with it anyways. So go here. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do now, I kind of go in here and I'll feather this stuff out. So like I get between the 9 and the 10. And obviously I don't want to drop 2,000 per acre because you go from 9.99 to that, right?
Oh, right.
So I'll go up to like 9 acres and I'll start lowering this. Oh, okay. So let's go. $14. 14. And I think Bernardo actually has a better way of doing this, but I just don't know it. Okay. Let's go here. We'll go 0. And then let's go 13.7. So drop it like $300 per acre. Drag it down to like a bunch of cells. You know, just keep doing that again until it kind of feathers in pretty
Got it.
nicely. It's gonna be 1. Yeah, it's pretty good now. You can see like now it doesn't have that stark drop where it goes like from 10 to whatever. It doesn't drop as drastically.
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing here. Let's see. Probably should have done this earlier. Let me make this a little bit bigger for everybody to see. We're just probably craning their necks at it. Cool. Okay. So right here, I'm going to adjust this. We'll go up to, I'm going to try to get it to 92. So let's go 11. I'm going to go 11, 11, 11, 3. Okay, I'm going to drag this up some. I'm going to adjust this a little bit more. 7. Cool. That's probably good enough here. Let's go back down the other way. So we get 11. Drop this down to like 0. Nope, that's not it. It's boring, but you got to do it. It's the business.
Well, less work up front. I mean, more work up front on blind offers, right? But
oh yeah,
less on the back end.
Yeah, I'd take that any day.
Exactly. Not too far.
Less calls from people wanting 250% of retail for their neutral
yeah.
call.
I know. Oh God, I can't stand that. Okay, cool. Pretty good. It's Good transition there.
There's this line that's off.
It's off because this is the formula.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, because this continues through. Good catch, though. See, that's why you put them. You can catch that stuff.
Daddy, if I take off the tape on my camera,
Go ahead.
then we got to take off right away. We can peel off and take that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Six. This also is like you're gonna go by the numbers, then you're gonna go by feel next, and you're gonna price out this stuff, comp it out, and go by feel and see if it feels like if this lead came in, would it make sense to buy it at this property at this price, right?
Right.
That's kind of the goal here. Now you'll see too is like some of these properties, the disparity of the price is like pretty crazy. Like your property value of like a 60 acre, you're offering 55% of that. Like you're not really going to get many people calling and saying, hey, buy my property for like dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why we don't really mail them at 50% of market. It's like a different offer. So that's good. All right, go halfway through these. Call this 769,000. Drag this down halfway. We'll drag this 65. Finish this off. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So now everything's priced. Everything's got a market price, an offer price, and all that. Let's take a look. So we got cool. So we got price per acre, market price, offer price. Now what I'll do here is I'm going to randomly select an APN, copy this. I'm going to go comp this deal. So I'm going to pretend this is the deal that just came in. What county was this? This was
Anderson, I think.
Right, Anderson.
This isn't what I planned. I wanted it out to be blue.
All right, so here's the property. What I'm going to do is take a local address across the street, something like that. I'm going to copy it.
Yeah, look. My heart
Didn't work, so let's try a different one. Okay, these all look like mess.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good. Maybe try the address format up top.
Say again?
The address format on that top row where it says address instead of owner's address looks like a better format.
Oh, why am I doing that? Sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. All right, so this is, you go here. You go nearby homes for sale. Now I'm going to go filters, sold, land, 1 year. This is 4 to 10. All right, we'll hit see homes. I'll zoom out a little bit. Oh, I start seeing something. You got a 160. It's a weird parcel. So this is the property right here, right on the water. And this is probably going to trade higher. All right, so we're saying market value is about 73. This is the property right here. We're saying market value is about 74. Okay, so that's 40,890. We're offering. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to see if I'm seeing that price in this range. Now, You are by the water, so that's where you're going to have some disparities here. Anything by
Gotcha.
the water is going to trade higher. Got a 95 for 4.63. You got 100. All right. See, now, this is the thing. Like, what you could do is pull all this stuff. Yeah. When you go to price this stuff, you could pull all this stuff like separate and then price this as a separate whole thing, right?
Gotcha.
It takes a lot more time, but you could totally do it. Now, there's not a lot of parcels that are going to show up, so I just don't bother. I just send it out. And if they call, they call, right?
Okay.
Let's get the low-hanging fruit first, and then second round, maybe I'll do something different and try to get those. All right, so we said 70. I'm seeing stuff like 85 for 5 acre, 100, 52. I see obviously some hires. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see some higher ones. So it might be a little high just because of the water. So let's go grab a different one.
Okay.
Let's check. So what I'll do here is I'll take this and I'll just put like a yellow on it. I was like, let me go check back at that. Grab a different 5 acre parcel and go check it. Okay. No, it's not too far off the lake. And it's about to the right by 5/4. So let's go here. Now let's grab an address. It's Campbell. Right here. You know what throws me off is Pebble. They have it the opposite way. That address is here. The owner's address is here.
Oh, gotcha.
It always throws me off.
We just signed up for Pebble. We haven't really got it up and running yet. Is it pretty simple to get the Leah format in Pebble?
Oh yeah, it's very simple.
Okay, good.
Four to 10. I like Pebble because the way it's formatted, it's set up for instead of doing it by like the owner name or with you can basically do it by APN. It's everything's sorted by APN, which is awesome. It's really helpful. All right, so we got this one's 200. All right, it's pulling the same comps as before. We're closer to this side. So we got 85. 85 is an off market. 204 looks like an off market. $150. 221, so that's about 20. So we might be off on these lower ranges. We're saying it's about 85K. I mean, I see a couple, like this one. It's off market though. I don't see too many. Oh, you got 60s. Stuff like that. Off market. You got a 75K. A lot of good properties here though. So you might have to adjust that a little bit.
Okay.
So let's put another yellow line right here. Another yellow line. You might want to take a look at the smaller ranges. And sometimes what it takes is like the 4.5s to 6s, you're going to price a little higher. And then like the 6 to 10s, a little bit different too.
Okay.
All right, let's check this one.
And it sounds like, Dennis, if in doubt, Leah's methodology is go a little bit higher, right? Because you want the phone ringing and you can always then negotiate down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. I'd rather be on the higher side, get them calling, and then just negotiate it down.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, you don't get it. It's like at least they called you. They're in the pipeline. It's not the end of the world.
Right. Okay.
All right, so we're saying right around here. So we got 100K, 100K, 130K. We're saying this is about 115. So we're not bad.
Pretty close.
111. Pretty close. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. I'm not going to discount that. We'll check another one. You're never going to be exact on this stuff. It's just get it close enough that it'll get the phones ringing. That's all it is.
Yeah, you just don't want it to be like pennies on the dollar, for in their mind, right?
You don't want to piss them off. All right, so we said it's about the same area. It's right here. So you got 140s for 9-acre, 85 for 4-acre. That's the same. 130. So we're saying it's about 130. So that's good. I think it's pretty good done. All that green. Let's go up in the 10s. Grab one of these. Let's check this one out. Where is this? This is Easley.
There, Easley was up north there.
See it?
Yep. Top of your screen left.
There we go. Okay. We're right about here. Let's go filter. A lot of comps, which is good. All right, so we got right around here. We got a 360, 600 for 11. Holy crap, 286. So this is all like in like the city areas.
Right.
So that's going to definitely change things. 286, 550, 135. So we're saying this is probably around 154. Okay. 154. We are at, see 135 off market. See 286 highway frontage. See 221. Nice property. It's got gated areas. That's got
That's got a structure
too. On it. Okay, so that might be why it's selling for higher. It's off market. There's 125.
A lot of off market, huh?
Yeah. Yep. You'll see that a lot.
Is there a way to filter that out in Redfin?
Maybe. I don't know, though.
Play around with it.
Quick question. When you say off market,
I've never really played around with it.
When it doesn't have like good photos and things, it's just pulling the data from the county records. Like if someone might have transferred it into like a family trust or something too, those type of things, right?
Yeah. Like see how there's no pictures? This is like a street view picture. And when you go here, it doesn't have any like listing info. It'll just say sold public records. Well, like somebody could self-report this and say, "Oh, we sold it for $100,000, or we sold it for $1 million." You don't know. All right, cool. All right, so it's not terribly overpriced, not terribly underpriced, but it's also it could probably go up a little bit. So I'm going to yellow this. Just grab another one. So I'm going to do two more, and then I'll have you guys finish up.
Yeah, that's great.
But basically, this is what I do. I just comp these out as if it's a lead coming into my system. Would this be a deal that I'd buy? Or am I close to my exit price kind of thing?
Right.
Actually, where is this? This is Belton. Let's see if I can find this quickly. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, open it up so it tries.
Looks like somewhere between
215.
150 to 200 is range.
Yeah, I see 150s. Cool. We are at 201. All right, so we might be actually pretty close.
And that's
195, 203.
11 acres. So
Yeah, 203,
So 10,
270.
11.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good on that. Might even be able to come down a touch. This is 16 acres. It's actually, I think you're pretty good. 16 acres. That was like 11, right?
Yeah.
That was 12. Okay. I think you're pretty good. 18. We're say 201. This is 203. Yeah. Cool. I think that's good. Grab another one. Let's go up higher. Let's go in the 20s.
Dad, look at my shirt.
That's cool.
Oh, but
All right. Where
I
are
wish I
we?
painted more. I hate them.
So South Anderson by Iva.
Could you peel it off?
South Anderson
Yeah,
by Iva.
yeah, look at mine. Mine's not that
Right here.
good. In the back of the wood.
All right. Now we're going to change this to
I don't care.
40,
That's what
20. Cool. 21 is 110. 183, 165, 1 million, 2250. So we are at
you want to have some
a 25 acre for 230. Any close to that? 191. Okay. 191, 250. Let's see this one. A little high. Okay, 250 right there. 110, 100, 185. And we're saying it's about 230. So you could even come down a little bit on this 25, I'd say.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Just a touch. So, all right, cool. So that's pretty much what we'll do. We'll go back through this list and just check all the properties and see. I like to do in like 5 or 10, or like, probably not 5 or 10, maybe like 2 or 3 per acreage range, and just see if it makes sense. That's pretty much
Got
what we do.
Perfect. And then from there, you just then you're once you get that all where you're comfortable, then you're ready to send it off. You put it in the template for mail.
Exactly. Yep. Then we template it out and send it out for mail. So,
Awesome.
all right, let me share this with you. Actually messed up my sheet. I actually did this in my template.
Oh shoot. Maybe you can make a copy of it, and then can you undo? Like you can go back into version
I
history.
have a master file.
Okay.
File of templates. So
Okay. Perfect.
I'll just delete this template and transfer the template back over. So yeah, no big deal. So I dropped it in the thing. In the private chat, you can see it. Just make sure you click it open, make sure you have access to it real quick.
There it is. Let me copy link.
I can see it.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'll do. Do the same thing for the other counties. You could use the way I do it, however you want to do it. Solely up to you. We put a offer price of 55% of market on our deals, and then just kind of get the phones to ring. It's pretty much our goal.
Perfect.
And after we do that, we get this, we mail prep it up. We usually we'll price it, comp it a little bit, and then go back the next day and recomp it, or have somebody else look at it and comp it.
Fresh
So
eyes.
this way, fresh eyes, different view, all that kind of stuff.
Any specific mailing strategy, or just mail it out en masse and then we'll see what happens?
Mail it out, see what happens. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
Yes,
it.
sir.
I mean, my KPIs are a little higher than like Sumner's and stuff right now, but my business, I'm trying to run it simpler, right? So maybe I spend a little bit more per deal, but my deal spread is a little bit higher, and like stuff like that. Like my average spread's about like 30,000 per deal. He's doing about 10,000. He's getting like 1,800 letters to a deal. I'm about like 3,800, right? So, but I'm not going in and picking tiny little pockets and just mailing pockets. I just broadband the whole county
Gotcha.
and then whatever. And now what we're doing, we're actually getting our KPIs lower because now we're going back to all our old leads and calling them and then getting them back in the door again. So we'll probably end up, our KPIs will track down lower eventually.
Nice.
As we go in time. So
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, we'll probably get that first one out. We were thinking about doing half of them first class just so they can hit the doors a little bit quicker. The other half standard, and then we'll start every week, doing some more.
yeah, I mean, you can do first class if you wanted. It costs more money. That's totally up to you. Some people look at it, they don't really see a big difference in that, but it's. I mean, time wise,
Yeah, not in terms of the open rate, but just hitting kind of the road faster and
yeah,
start
just
getting the
getting
calls
them.
coming in. Do
Yep.
you think they'll hit around New Year's? Do you think it's a good time, or we should wait for the actual week of the New Year?
No, do it now. Get it out now because you want them to hit next week.
Okay.
So we're going to start putting mail out. We actually wanted to do it last week, but we messed up. So we're going to do it this week or probably early next week. And yeah, I'm hoping to get out at least 5,000 this week and then 10,000 next week. That's the goal.
Nice.
We'll see. And then hopefully 20 to 25,000 this month and then consistently do that. Continue to go forward.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Excited, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Really
all right, guys,
appreciate
I got to run. I don't know where my
Yeah.
kids went. So I got to go find them.
it.
All right.
Thank you so much, Dennis. Really appreciate
Thanks,
your
man.
help, man.
Yes.
Of course.
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one. See
All
ya.
right. Thanks, Bernardo. Later.
Cheers.